Okay, let's get something straight. The ocean, it's very big. Lots of water, and there's a bunch of big and small critters that live down there in those depths. Humans, as I'm sure you can tell, are not able to naturally survive underwater, let alone deep underwater. And I took that as a sign from God that we should probably stay on the land and leave the fish alone. If you want to send a little drone and see what's down there, go right ahead. I'll watch from my living room couch, but put a wetsuit on me and say to jump into the ocean, and I'll conduct a mutiny and return to the sandy beaches. So of course, it was only natural that the people who watch this channel would demand I play Subnautica, the survival game that takes place exclusively in the ocean. I know nothing about this game other than that there are fish and they are scary, and that it's a survival game. And as someone who has only ever played one survival game before, that being Pal World, which I've only been able to play for maybe 10 hours, most of which was spent catching them all. So not only am I going into this game blind, but I also have very little understanding of the genre. I have played Terraria and Minecraft, but those are sandboxes, not survival games, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, my name is Thorben, and I'm new to this whole gaming thing. Sure, I played games when I grew up, but it was mostly Nintendo Wii, and we didn't have a very good computer. No Xbox, no PlayStation, no nothing. So now I'm playing all the games that I've never been able to play, and I'm doing them all totally blind, as every game should be played. So I hope you'll join me today on a new adventure with a game I have never experienced, and if you want to see me try even more new games that you love, be sure to comment them below and continue watching.
Aha! Thank game. I needed that. There we go. Is this a good time to say I played almost no survival games? Wait, but that just exploded in space! I have been lied to.
I dove into Subnautica thinking that it'd just be a video game. You know, how could I possibly feel like I'm genuinely in the ocean? I'm looking at a screen, for crying out loud.
Oh man, I thought this would be like a game, you know, Oh, I'm already not happy with being down here, and this isn't even that. Oh, this is actually legit. Oh, Oh, no. I don't. We're in the shallows, and I'm already not a very big fan.
I want to quit, but I guess I need to play for more than 5 minutes.
Oh, what the heck is my shadow? Oh, I am an alien.
Pick up a bunch of these acid mushrooms and an alien egg, and this one text prompts me to break this limestone, so at least we figured out the basics of gathering.
Oh, oxygen. Right.
You better believe I started collecting every mushroom in sight, and after collecting a lot of shrooms, I set my sights on the fish, wondering if I could catch them.
Got him! I got a fish! I assume I can do something in here. What's a fabricator? Sustenance. Cooked food. Cooked keeper. Ooh!
Different fish have different uses.
Oh! Use fish to make water bottle.
I had also run into a problem with inventory space.
Look at, oh my goodness, that's a lot of shrooms. That's why my inventory is full.
It took a second, but I found the onboard storage.
I think I need something new at this point. I found all these fish foods. Oh my goodness, that thing is freaky looking. I almost want to go check it out, but I know it will immediately kill me. I don't like it turning dark. Why is there a night-day cycle in a survival game?
I feel like for survival games in particular, it's hard to find an initial direction to go. I tried swimming towards the big ship, but then the kind lady in my head said that there was radiation or some such nonsense. Not sure it's actually related to me swimming towards the big ship, but I'm pretty sure it is. Whatever the case, while playing, I interpreted that message as meaning I shouldn't go to the ship until I figure out how to handle the radiation.
I was going into this knowing like people saying, oh yeah, this really makes you feel like you're in the deep ocean. I thought, does it really? How would a video game do that? And now that I've been here for all of 5 minutes, I understand. I don't like it. And we're in the easiest part.
There are at least some cool fish that are also peaceful. I can't catch it though, sad. Most of the fish I have come across at this point though have been peaceful, at least all the ones I swam next to. All except this one.
Yes.
Sulfur is an essential.
Oh, hey, no, no.
Why is there an exploding fish?
That's not a very good survival tactic, exploding when you hit something, but okay.
Why do games need kamikaze enemies anyways? They're never a very interesting enemy type if you ask me. I guess they can be pretty scary, like actual kamikaze pilots were, but I hate it.
Oh, yes, it's, oh, the sun's, oh, it's, actually, that's kind of lovely. Well, not that. This, oh, wait, there's another planet nearby? Can I fly over there? Maybe there's less water there.
I gathered some more materials and became more familiar with the area until I was able to make a knife, at which point the lady tells me that all of the weapons were banned because of some massacre or something like that. So now I am absolutely screwed and apparently will only ever be able to have this tiny little toy knife to use for self-defense in the ocean.
Stop running away. Get over here. I got him.
Oxygen.
Well, that didn't help me at all. Now I feel bad.
We're an advanced civilization. I want lasers. I will render this entire world void of life in 5 seconds. Just give me the launch codes. Maybe that's why the other weapons were banned. This world deserves it, though, for being scary.
Oh, oh, oh. What is that? Oh. Okay, get back. Oh, it's still coming in my direction. It's still Get on the ship. Get on the ship. Get on the ship. It's coming my way. No. Oh, it's still coming. Is it my friend? Will it kill me? There's 2 of them. This is spawn camping. This should be illegal. Spawn campers. Jerks. Oh, they're under the ship. I don't want to go back down. Okay. All right. You know what? We got to get brave at some point. Come on. Ah! Get away. This is my boat. That's right. Get out of here. That's right. Okay. Oh, it's coming back.
They didn't come back, which is nice. These fish really do confuse me, though. They make me think of a more vicious marlin, but they have this like ragdoll swimming pattern. What's the deal with this? I have no idea where they're actually looking or swimming. They just roll and twist everywhere, but at least they seem to be the only real aggressive fish down here.
I want a laser. I want a big Okay. Okay. It didn't just attack me. Okay, so maybe it's not evil. Maybe it's not evil like that thing is.
After collecting a bunch of rocks, I was able to make a few things, and new blueprints were unlocked, and the game makes this out to be the most epic event in the entire world.
New blueprint.
With some of these new blueprints, I could make a scanner and a flashlight. Not sure what the scanner will be helpful for, but the flashlight will be so nice since I've spent quite a lot of time in here.
Yeah, oh, it's night, isn't it? Oh.
When I dove back in, I was checking out some of the wreckage in the area and discovered there was a door I could actually open. So it's not just decoration. Inside, I found a PDA, whatever that's useful for. What's a PDA stand for again? Was surprised that there wasn't anything else inside, but at least now I understand that the wreckages are actually helpful and not just decoration, since beforehand I never saw a door and couldn't interact with anything.
Desk. Can I grab it?
Me and the scanner had an interesting relationship.
Any scan. Scan it! Yes!
It definitely took some getting used to, and I found out while using it that I could pick up some of the pieces of wreckage. I did this only after scanning, and I could have sworn I tried to pick up some wreckage before and wasn't able to, so being able to pick this up changed things a bit, and I'm not sure if I could pick it up because I scanned it Or if I was able to grab it this whole time, maybe the wreckage I tried to pick up wasn't retrievable? I don't know. I found some volcanic activity and was hoping I could sneakily swim down the hole when the geyser wasn't active, but that's not how heat works, and I was able to make this repair tool thing that made the pod into a sweet, sweet home.
Okay, we're cooking now. We know what we're doing. I'm basically, you know, the best. Sorben's brain is having a malfunction. No, it did great. My brain worked. What the heck is with the shadow of my figure right now?
I've been spending a bit of my time kind of just roaming around because a lady said the ship was going to explode, and sure enough, it was time for that to happen. So I figured I'd hop onto the pod and watch the fireworks.
Ho 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 ho! Bye, ship. Or not.
Oh, the ship is still there, and now I can make a radiation suit.
That was actually kind of underwhelming. That was it? Oh, okay. A little bit of a kaboom, you know.
After crafting a few things, the game prompts me to cut these vines with my knife. Huh, weird. I hadn't been given that prompt before. Maybe I haven't been around those vines? I thought I was. Good to know the knife has a use for something other than killing things, though. Now I know I can cut these vines. But that's not that helpful because I have to find this thing called table coral. Table coral is orange according to the recipes I've been looking at, and so I started swimming around searching for an orange coral I could harvest. I don't remember seeing anything like that around the main area, so I started swimming a little further away from the base until I found this cool looking red area.
No, it's coming at me. It's coming at my direction. It's coming in my direction. Okay, we're fine.
There were these really interesting coral formations, but there were tentacles coming out at the back, so I think it's a living creature.
A reef back. Oh my goodness.
It was peaceful, but there was a critter on the back of it that was attacking me, so I whacked it to death with my handy dandy knife. I also messed around with an air pump, figuring I'd come right back to this place. I didn't come back to this place, unless the air pump got destroyed or something. I never did find this area again, or at least not for the next several hours. I returned to the ship and realized I could interact with the radio on the inside. After a message played, an icon appeared on the map. Apparently, there's another pod out there, and that is their location, so
let's go see if they're okay. Let's do it.
I quickly find myself in places I have never been before, and I'm optimistic I can find table coral, but alas, there is no orange coral as far as the eye can see, so I head straight to the pod.
I need orange barnacles so I can actually have a better base. Life pod 3. Tell me you're okay. I come bearing fish. Life pod 3. No. That's not a good sign. Not wanna let me in? Here we are. Oh. Something broke in.
Inside, I found a compass, but alas, there were no survivors hanging around in the area. Would have been nice finding a friend, then I'd at least have one. I guess while I wait for someone else to appear, I should continue crafting the equipment listed here, as I'm sure it's all going to be helpful. I still haven't figured out what table coral is though, and I also needed to collect more copper and titanium, so dove back into the water searching for rocks when I saw these shroom looking things that I wondered if I could destroy.
Wait, table coral! The knife! Aha! Yes! Oh, that changed. Oh, we found table coral. Yes. Oh, okay, so I need to be whacking a lot more stuff. That's good. It doesn't look orange at all. I feel very lied to.
Well, that definitely changes how I should be approaching this game a bit. Someone actually commented on the live stream afterwards questioning how I'd missed this for so long, and maybe you're thinking the same thing, which I guess is where I like to remind people that I am not a gamer per se. Like I said at the start, I started this channel so I would have a good excuse to actually play the games I was never able to experience, and so I have very little gaming knowledge, meaning that when I approach these games, I do so with the minimal understanding I have of them, which is even more the case with the survival game. As I also said, I have no experience with survival games, and the few games I have played that share share some artificial similarities to Subnautica, often have things like pickaxes or axes or other tools that are used for collecting materials that are attached to the environment in one way or another, and weapons are used specifically for attacking. So when I got a knife, it never even crossed my mind to use it to gather materials. Perhaps I should have put it together after cutting the vines, but honestly, I thought it was unique in that way, not the rule. So now I use the knife for fighting, such as killing the explosive fish pre-explosion and gathering materials. Speaking of materials, I need silver and make the supplies necessary to craft a tool that'll presumably allow me to build a base, which I would very much love to do. Storage space is already very thin, and I'd like to not have to craft a metric ton of the underwater storage chest things that hold almost nothing. Only problem is that I kept breaking rock after rock after rock, but not getting any silver. Some people in chat suggested there were different ore types, which I assume means rocks look different depending on what they drop, and although there were different looking rocks, they didn't consistently drop the same thing, so I just assumed it was random. If chat is to be believed, there are some indicators of some sort, but I don't know them. There's another radio message, and it sounds like there's people who are on the way to save us, but it also sounds like there's a very low likelihood they'll actually succeed in saving us, but who needs saving when there's silver to gather? And I found a bunch of ore on this rock face.
There's some ore. Copper.
Oxygen.
Right. Silver, 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 silver. Yep. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Come on. Breathe, darn you. Breathe. Come on. No, no, no. No!
The game informs me I lost some belonging. I look at my inventory and can't make heads or tails of what I might have lost. I'm not even sure I lost anything at all. Did dying have any impact at all? I honestly cannot tell after this first one. Would have really appreciated it if the game actually told me what drops I had lost, so I better understood the consequences. After that death though, I finally made this thing I was meaning to make forever ago, and it brings me to the surface a whole lot faster than swimming freely. I did need to collect one more silver again, and while I did, I found out these boxes I've been seeing all over the place might have openings with some sort of material inside that I can scan, and I found these jellyfish that weren't moving, so I tried killing one or harvesting the tentacles with my knife.
Oh, don't swim into them. Oh, I'm still hurting. What?
2 deaths, just about back to back. And once again, my inventory looks untouched. I have no idea what I'm losing, if anything at all. So other than the terror of the fish in the ocean, you know, the entirety of the game, I'm not sure if I'm really afraid of dying. I did at last get the item I've been wanting for over an hour. Yes, an hour for 1 silver. And now I finally can build a base. Or at least that was the idea. I wanted to expand the pod, but no matter where I moved the components, I wasn't allowed to. Maybe I need to make a whole separate thing? So I got some foundation and put it down underwater because it was the only place I could build it. And then I added cross-hatch tube to the thing, but I wasn't able to enter, so not sure how that's helpful. Tearing it all down, I figured I'd try building above the water surface. Maybe there needs to be air or something, and I found a good spot to do exactly that with a new foundation. Was hoping I could place a locker on this thing, but alas, I could not. So I sought out walls to make a classic square hut, but there was no option to make a wall. So I got back to using the tubes and figured out the hatch functions of the door, and now I'm getting somewhere. Adding a solar panel, the place looks a bit more lit, I think. I added a locker for storage at the very least, which is very important. The light suddenly came on, which I suppose means it turned a day or something? Huh. Wonder if that means this base will only ever have power when it's day and never during the night, or maybe it just needs to be day once for there to be. I don't get it. The real problem though is that I can't attach more tubes to the existing one. I don't see any issues with it other than the fact that the 2 tubes are touching, but what would the point be of tubes if you can't attach them to each other? After scratching my head for the longest time, I tried to remove the air pump, and suddenly, like magic, I was able to add more tubes.
That's totally tubular right there.
But it's also pretty dumb. How did that tiny air pump prevent me from building? And why didn't the game give me some sort of indicator that it was causing a problem? I was even trying to build in areas that the pump was nowhere near, but it prevented me from doing anything. It makes 0 sense to me, but I was glad to finally be able to build a new home. I was going to do this whole square shaped thing that loop around, but it wasn't going to be that simple. Ow!
What's going on? Why is it falling apart? Build reinforcements or remove weak parts. I'd like it if the game would mention how to fix this. That'd be very much appreciated. That everything just decided to break.
Turns out there was an indicator, this tiny little white text in the upper left corner. I only saw it when it was saying to fix the weak parts, and so I missed the whole part of it mentioning when the weak parts were added. I get that this text is meant to not get all up in the player's face, because that would be quite annoying, but I totally missed it because it's pretty subtle. I'm focused on the center of the screen and building a beautiful house. I didn't notice the tiny white text appear at all. In the end, building my new home was a lot more of a headache than I had anticipated, and it makes me really want to be on this thing called land rather than stupid ocean where things can flood. I got another message on the radio and found out the data bank might as well be a quest book. There's another pod to explore.
I kind of want to go to the ship first, though. Let's go. To the spaceship. Maybe they have all kinds of ores and stuff. That would be great. Maybe they have like a mobile piggy bank, all kinds of good stuff. Great. Now, the ship actually isn't as far away as I thought it was. Getting pretty close. Very rocky. I guess probably all the life would die when a ship crashed like this. Hey. Getting bigger as you approach. Oh my goodness! No, 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 thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. I want to go back to building my ship. My ship was great. That was so much fun. I was having a good time. I'm going numb everywhere. I can't. Oh. Oh.
That was absolutely evil. You game designers, you knew exactly what you were doing with that one. You put a giant ship right in plain view. Give me a seemingly required objective to access that area, making me think it's part of progression and I'm doing good. Make ship parts valuable. You led me there like an anglerfish leads its prey to demise. And yes, I'm going to use that analogy. It stays on theme. But that was my very first experience with Subnautica. It's not helping with my whole fear of the ocean thing. So if you could please dislike this video, that would be great, because if the video does poorly, I can justify never opening this thing again. So don't comment. You've already watched more than I wish you had. Dislike, just spam dislikes, please, so I can never play this again. I never want to go, but if it does do well, I have to play it more, right? Yeah, that's like a requirement. Please dislike the video.